Let's take a closer look at those candidates for president Jessica mentioned. Remember, all 10 were nominated by their fellow bishops. So in the running, we have Archbishop Timothy Broglio from the U.S. Archdiocese for the Military Services, Bishop Michael Burbidge of Arlington, Bishop Frank Caggiano of Bridgeport, Connecticut, a Brooklyn native, Archbishop Paul Coakley of Oklahoma City, Archbishop Salvatore Cordileone of San Francisco, Archbishop Paul Aitchen of Seattle, Bishop Daniel Flores of Brownsville, Texas, Archbishop Gustavo Garcia Siller of San Antonio, Archbishop William Lori of Baltimore, and finally, Bishop Kevin Rhodes of Fort Wayne, South Bend, Indiana. The president and VP will serve 3-year terms, and they'll get right to work. Their service will begin at the conclusion of this year's General Assembly later this week. At that time, Archbishop Jose Gomez of Los Angeles and Archbishop Alan Vigneron of Detroit will step down. Joining us now to break down everything on the bishop's agenda is John Lavenberg, the national correspondent for The Tablet, and Cruxy standing by in Baltimore Harbor. Hi, John.
Hi, Christine.
All right, John, let's get right to the candidates. I want to talk about Bishop Frank Caggiano. Before heading over to Bridgeport, he was an auxiliary in the Diocese of Brooklyn. Is he one of the front runners? What are you hearing?
You know, Christine, it's very hard to say whether or not he's a front runner, but what I can say is he's one of a number of candidates that are known as very pastoral. Many of them have leadership positions in the USCCB already as well. Archbishop William Lori of Baltimore is one, Archbishop Salvatore Cordileone of San Francisco is another, and Archbishop Gustavo Garcia Siller of San Antonio is another who we know well on current. So how this is going to work tomorrow is it's going to be a simple majority vote to see who the new president will be. So they'll vote for the president. That simple majority will come in, and then from those 9 remaining candidates, they will vote again to see who the vice president will be. In case of a tie, they will vote a 3rd time, but it's as simple as that, just a simple majority vote to figure out who will hold those positions for the next 3 years.
Okay, you mentioned Archbishop William Lori. He chairs the pro-life committee and is set to give a special address. This obviously comes right after the midterms, and there were plenty of pro-life defeats. What do you think he'll have to say?
It's really interesting, Christine, what we've seen from Archbishop Lori since the Dobbs decision came down. In that time, it's been very clear how the USCCB and Archbishop Lori and the Pro-Life Committee have really kind of had to shift their focus a little bit. You know, we've seen bishops in their respective dioceses speaking out on abortion at the state level. And then from Archbishop Lori, we've seen more broader documents, like he recently issued a letter with 4 other conference chairmen about radical solidarity and supporting women and families, where he talked about a society where abortion is unthinkable. So we'll see how he approaches his comments tomorrow. But again, these discussions lately since Dobbs, they've really let the local bishops take control of how things are going to be portrayed in their dioceses. Well, he focuses a lot on the broader issues and the broader pro-life cause.
Hey, John, while you're talking, I can hear somebody else behind you. Is there a protest or a rally or something going on there?
It seems, you know, there's a few flags. There's an American flag. It's a bunch of people kind of circled up around one gentleman with a microphone at the moment, and they were doing a rosary a bit ago, and it seems that they're speaking on behalf of the pro-life cause. When I walked by, I didn't see any bishops associated with it, so I think it's separate from the conference, but it does appear to be a prayer rally for the pro-life cause.
All right, and there's also supposed to be a big focus on prayer and reflection inside the conference. They did this last year, too. What's the significance here? Don't they always pray and reflect?
So what I've been told by someone with the USCCB is this is something they started coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic. If you remember, for that period during COVID, these bishops' assemblies were virtual, and the bishops didn't like that method. They thought it didn't give them the chance to discuss and dialogue ahead of time. So what they started then is they have this extra day. Last year it was Monday as well. This year it is today, where they can get together, pray together, and also talk about certain things. And if you remember, one of the top agenda items last year was the document on the Eucharist, and a lot of bishops told me at the conference last year that that extra day was an important time for them to get together and really talk about how they were going to approach it to present a united front.
All right, John, last question really quick. The 3 women being considered for sainthood. Tell us a little bit about who they are.
Sure. So first there's Cora Evans. She is a Catholic convert who is known to have mystical experiences, as in visits from Mother Mary and things like that. Another is Michelle Dupont. She is known for her work in Catholic campus ministry, and then the third is Mother Margaret Mary Healy Murphy. And so she was founded a convent down in Texas, and before that, she was known to have ministered to Mexican Americans and African Americans in poorer communities.
All right, exciting stuff. John Lavenberg, national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux. We'll check back in with you again tomorrow.
Thank you, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.